Hi, we are Team Altitudes conformed by Niera García, Erasmo Marquez, Sebastián Arevalo, Natalia Salas, and me, Elizabeth Vera. And this is our evidence for and PIA about waste management in Mexico. Enjoy! The management of urban solid waste is a persistent challenge in Mexico, affecting both rural and urban areas. Despite government efforts and growing environmental awareness, deficiencies in waste collection and disposal continue to be a significant problem. These shortcomings have serious consequences for public health, quality of life, and the environment. In Nuevo León, there are issues with waste collection management by municipal governments in the state, problems with landfills, an insufficient number of recycling containers compared to the amount of waste generated, as well as a lack of environmental education among citizens. That's why in this video we are going to discuss this problem and give a solution.
Well, the problem of insufficient waste management infrastructure in Nuevo León can be understood through several key theories. System theory explains that the waste of management is an interconnected process, and weakness in any part, such as collection, or affect the entire system. Sustainable development theory highlights the need to balance economic growth with environmental protection, showing that poor waste infrastructure harms both the environment and public health. Environmental governance theory emphasizes that effective management depends on strong institutions, clear policies, and public participation, which are often lacking in their reading. Finally, the urbanization theory shows how rapid population and industrial growth increase waste production beyond existing infrastructure capacity. Together, this theory shows that solving the problem requires coordinated, sustainable, and well-governed waste management systems. Unfortunately, in Nuevo León, there are cases of mismatches in household garbage collection. One example is the El Jaral subdivision, located in the municipality of El Carmen, where in 2024, more than a month went by without the garbage truck coming and bags piled up everywhere. Another case in Suazua in the same year, where residents of neighborhoods like El Portal del Norte and Valle de Santa Elena go 15 days without garbage collection. Many neighborhoods are currently experiencing this problem. This type of practice has disastrous consequences: soil contamination, the proliferation of pests and disease, and of course, an increase of health risk for neighboring communities. Improperly managed waste is a thinking time bomb for public health. On the other hand, although efforts are being made to reduce pollution through waste separation in Nuevo León, it's still common to see garbage trucks collecting bags without distinguishing between different types of materials. The lack of recycling practice significantly impacts air, soil, and water pollution, negatively affecting public health. Residents of the Condominios Constitución area complain that a recycling culture is still lacking, starting from the collection point, and the service is deficient because it has few containers, and these are smaller than those provided by the previous company.
How does the insufficient waste management system in San Nicolás de los Garza, Nuevo León affect public health of its citizens?
This was the problem with the
Hi, I'm Iraq, and I'm gonna present to you the hypothesis that is basically the answer to the problem statement. That is that the waste management here in San Nicolás de los Garza is not the best, so this causes the propagation of certain diseases like leptospirosis, dengue, and gastrointestinal infections due to the contaminated environment.
Nowadays, as you can see, trash bags and garbage containers left beside the subways, causing the average person to be exposed to toxic gases frequently. Because of this, the construction of community waste disposals seems like an optimal solution. These community waste disposals will have containers sealed, isolating the toxic gases and making it difficult for the animals that rip off bags, such as rats, dogs, and flies, to rip them off. This will also facilitate the garbage truck path, as they won't need to travel all the streets across with only those who have the community waste disposals. In addition to these benefits, the implementation of specific containers for papers, plastics, and other recyclable materials could be used to promote the recycling culture. As of now, in San Nicolas, it's not as promoted as it should be done. This also will lead potentially to a sustainable lifestyle in general in San Nicolas de los Garza. Let's conclude this video by saying that the accumulation of trash brought by the insufficient waste management system could be controlled by knowing how to correctly dispose the wastes, leading to a decomposition not so alarming as usual. A sustainable lifestyle is useful in this situation because it endorses the reduction of materials that do not decompose easily and or are not very useful or recyclable. As a final thought, SDGs are helping to achieve this lifestyle, as they are endorsing goals like the 9th, 11th, 12th that tells not only individuals but bigger organisms and governments to produce and consume mindfully, as well as providing services like the management of wastes that are lacking in some rural areas of places like San Nicolas, Mexico, and the world. Thank you for your attention.